Hey guys, what's up? It's Jean. I'm here with my fourth and final part of my vlog about the Vampire Diaries TV show. I can't believe that it turned into this many parts. I really can't. I didn't think that I was going to talk this long about it. But anyway, the last part I wanted to talk about is about David and Stefan themselves, the Salvatore brothers. In the TV show, the Salvatore brothers are famous in Mystic Falls. They have a boarding house. They have one of their descendants living there. And the town knew about vampires, and all of the people, like on the town council or whatever they call it, know about the vampires and see these people whose blood has been drained and call, oh, the vampires must be back, and started hunting them down. There's never been a history of vampires in Fell's Church in the book. And in fact, like I said in the last video, Stefan and Damon never lived in America. They were born and raised in Italy. Their last name is Salvatore. It's a very Italian last name. And Catherine was actually the daughter of some sort of foreign delegate who came to visit their estate, and that's how they met Catherine. And that's how all that stuff went down. But it's definitely worth noting that there is no Salvatore boarding house in the books. However, in the books there is a boarding house, but it has nothing to do with Stefan and Damon's family. It is run by a woman named Mrs. Flowers, who in the newest Vampire Diaries book, The Return Nightfall, is a badass character, which I did not expect, and I thought that was really cool that LJ did that. But anyway, the boarding house in the book is just a regular old boarding house. It's run by an elderly woman named Mrs. Flowers, and she rents out the top floor of it to Stefan. And that's where he lives when he comes to Fell's Church. And in the TV show, Stefan returns to Mystic Falls because that's where he, has his family boarding house and whatever. In the books, he is lured there by something that he does not understand. And what he is lured there by is not Elena. I won't spoil for you exactly what it was that drew Stefan to Fell's Church in the book, but it wasn't Elena. It's not like Twilight where everything revolves around the two main characters being in love. It's not. It's much deeper than that. It's much deeper than that. He's drawn there by something much, much larger than all of that. And he just wants to stay there for a while because he's drawn there. So he signs up at the school and he stays in the boarding house. And that's how he winds up meeting Elena, and that's how the whole story starts. So now I guess something that would be interesting to discuss is whether the TV show will take anything at this point from the books. And I'm not really sure, because any of you who have read the books know that Elena goes through a number of transformations within the book. Again, I'm not going to spoil, but she goes through a lot in the book. And to the point where, and I might do just a blog on this book in general, LJ, as much as I love her, jumped the sharks just slightly in this book because she just, I think, got a little out of hand with Elena and just throwing all of these things at Elena, and all of a sudden Elena knows this and can do that, and it's kind of crazy, but if you read the books you'll understand. But I'm not sure if the TV show can take anything from the books at this point because it is so radically different from the books, and I'm hoping that they will take some stuff from it. I'm hoping that they will keep Alaric at least similar to the way that he was in the books, because he's a fantastic character in the books. But other than that, I mean, I'm happy with the way that that they did the TV show. The first episode or two made me kind of sad, but like I said, in order to really appreciate the TV show, is to think of it and the books as two completely separate, different entities. Think of the TV show as like an alternate universe version of the books. If you try to think of them as the same thing, your head is going to explode because it's, you know, it's very different. And I understand why they did it, because the Vampire Diaries books, the first one was written in, I think, 1992 by L.J. Smith. And back then, things were very different. So a lot of the issues that Alina has, like, you know, what car she's driving and the school dance and holding the school Halloween celebration, that kind of stuff doesn't really fly as far as storyline is concerned nowadays. People want something more interesting and deeper, and especially since vampires are so hot right now, you want to give them something scarier and darker and deeper and more involved. So I do understand why they made a lot of the plot changes that they did. They're trying to make the TV show more grown up, I think, compared to the books. That's why they have drug use in there. That's why they have people making out left and right. You know, but I love the TV show. I do, and I love the books. And I'm excited to see what they do with the TV show, and if you've read the books, and you think that you will be able to separate the books from the TV show in your mind, then please do check out the TV show, because it's worth it. And if you enjoy the TV show, and the differences that I pointed out interest you, where you want to know, I kind of wonder what the original story was like, please feel free to pick up the books. They look kind of like this. They have the first two in one volume, and the first two in a second volume. I have the old ones. I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos. Hold on. Where I showed off my L.J. Smith book collection. But these are the 4 original Vampire Diary books. The Awakening, The Struggle, The Fury, and Dark Reunion. And this book, this was originally a trilogy. And then L.J. Smith kind of decided, I want to write a 4th one. If you're really going to read the books, these 3 are the best. It just kind of like the way that movie sequels sometimes go. After you get to the 4th one and the 5th one, you know, the books are still good, but these 3 are where the core of the story is. So, I hope you guys will go out and read the books if you've only watched the TV show, and go out and read more of L.J. Smith's other stuff. She has a lot of other book series. She has the Night World series, which is 9 books long. The 10th one will hopefully be coming out sometime next year. She has the Dark Visions, which is all about psychics. She has Forbidden Game, which is all about Norse mythology. She has, what's the other? There's so many. Oh, she has The Secret Circle, which is all about witches, which is one of my favorites. You have to read The Secret Circle. And, yeah. And she has 2 other original books, too, that she first originally wrote. I forgot what their names are, but they're extremely rare to find anyway. They're very tough to find. Those were her first 2 books. So, she has a lot of books, and they're all absolutely wonderful. So, check out the rest of her writing. Check out the Vampire Diaries TV show. Check out the Vampire Diaries books. In my opinion, in summary, I love them both. It's all good. Just remember that the books and the TV show are 2 completely different things, and you will love them both as well. So, there you go. Spellbinder review will hopefully be coming sometime soon. Once again, it's written. I have it all written down. I just gotta find the time to film it. There you go. I have errands to go run. Peace out. Go watch the Vampire Diaries.